at some point FIDA more or less moved to Abuja. That became necessary because everything was happening in Abuja. Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, the organizations we were engaging with were here in Abuja. And then I also moved to Abuja, so quite frankly, the FIDA Secretariat had moved to Abuja at the time. So when we left the Lagos office, it was useful for activities, but largely now became a place where FIDA Lagos, an office for FIDA Lagos to host its meetings and other activities. A number of branches were also inaugurated during that tenure, because our objective was to ensure a full national spread of FIDA. So I recall that some of the branches we inaugurated were branches like Sokoto, Kebbi, Jigawa, Taraba, Adamawa. Those I remember clearly. There would have been a few others, there was Nasarawa as well. There would have been a few others down south, but I honestly can't remember each and every one. I would have to check my records to see. But the idea was to ensure that there was a full national spread of FIDA, because we found that there were things you couldn't do from the head office, as it were, or FIDA headquarters. FIDA's work is such that the grassroots effect, the grassroots approach is the most effective. And so we did try to ensure a full national spread. When the 7th National Assembly was drawing up its agenda, FIDA was invited to participate in providing the content, the gender content. We were one of the organizations that provided the gender content for the work of the 7th National Assembly, which was headed by the Speaker of the 7th House. This was the House of Representatives, and Speaker was Mr. Tambiwal, who went on to become governor of Sokoto State and also a senator. So we provided gender content for his agenda when he was Speaker of the House of Representatives. The other thing we did as an exco was branding. Under my watch, we did a rebranding of FIDA, and in that process, we created a new logo. We created, initially our logo was just a woman holding the typical Lady Justice. But this time we infused Nigeria, so that you look at it and you know that yes, this is clearly FIDA Nigeria. So we changed our logo, we made lapel pins, we also had the FIDA wrapper made, which ensured that each time we came out as FIDA, we were recognized as FIDA. In my tenure, we renovated the FIDA National Secretariat, which was then in Lagos, and we really brought it up to speed. Made it a habitable place, because it hadn't been used for a long time. Eventually, when FIDA moved to Abuja, FIDA Lagos has taken over that secretariat and uses it for its activities. Then clearly FIDA has a ward in youth, so we ensured that in the course of our tenure that sufficient attention was paid to the FIDA ward, so that we, in terms of renovating it, providing support for both staff and patients in the ward.